What's going on, guys? Messi here and welcome to a brand new video and welcome to your daily dose of transfer content. And today is gonna be Monday the 12th of October. We have confirmed us to go through as well as the rumours. So just before we get started, it'd be greatly appreciated if you could leave a like rating, press the subscribe button and also press that bell notification next to it. Yesterday's upload will be down below in the description box and also in the comment section below. Ask me a question, drop a comment, say anything. I'll try to respond to as many as I can. And if you have any video suggestions you'd like to see, let me know down below. Right, so first up today we have got a couple of MLS transfers. So the first one is that Gonzalo Higuain will have a familiar figure alongside him at Inter Miami. That's after the MLS franchise signed his older brother Federico. DC United have acquired $50,000 of general allocation money from Inter Miami. That's in exchange for the midfielder. He wasn't at DC United for very long, and I also read somewhere that he wasn't just a player there, he was also somewhat of a coach as well. New York City FC have loaned out forward Alexandru Mitrita, that's the Saudi Arabian side Al Ahly. It's until January 31st, 2022, and the club announced this on Thursday morning, so it's not a transfer that happened yesterday. Now, the deal itself requires him to complete a medical, which he probably has done so by now, and the club can purchase the 25-year-old outright. That's at the end of the loan deal, so in 2022. Ex-Manchester City, Real Madrid and Brazil star Robinho has rejoined Santos for a fourth stint. He has been a free agent since parting company of Turkish outfit Başakşehir at the end of last season, and the former Brazil international, his contract with Santos is until the end of the delayed 2020 season, and I'm not too sure when that is. Veteran striker Cameron Jerome has returned to England by signing for MK Dons. He was previously playing in Turkey for Göztepe and now he's joined on a free deal. Watford and Nottingham Forest are interested in signing Christian Atsu, but both clubs want Newcastle to continue paying his wages, or at least a massive chunk of them. The story is from the Northern Echo, and remember, the transfer between Premier League clubs and, for example, Championship, the deadline is the 16th. It's been over a week now since Liverpool's 7-2 defeat to Aston Villa, and there's still talk regarding the goalkeeper situation because as of right now, Alisson, he is set to miss between 1 month and 6 weeks. So according to the Mirror today, they're saying Stoke City goalkeeper Jack Butland, he could be in line for a shock move to Liverpool. The article mentions that both clubs are currently in talks regarding a possible deal and that Jurgen Klopp is eager to sign another shot stopper because he hasn't really got too much trust now in Adrian, and for Alisson, as I mentioned before, he is currently injured. Butland has struggled for minutes in recent times with Stoke City and is now in the final year of his contract, so overall he wouldn't really cost too much money, which obviously I think is probably beneficial for whatever club signs him, but whether he's good enough for Liverpool or not, I'm not really too convinced. He, of course, about 5 years ago or so, he was regarded as a massive talent and also had a lot of potential back then. But as the article does say, he has struggled in recent times, and that's not really too convincing if you're looking for a good backup to one of the world's best. West Ham are on the verge of agreeing a deal to sign Brentford star Said Benrahma. The clubs are in advanced talks over a deal that could potentially be worth in the region of £30 million, and this story is from Sky Sports. Other outlets do suggest it could be 17 million plus bonuses, but I think it's a very good deal for West Ham. And as said previously, I'm so surprised that Benrahma still hasn't got a Premier League move. Another striker that could be making the switch from the Championship to West Ham is going to be Bournemouth's Joshua King. I mentioned yesterday how they were interested, but Sky today are saying that Bournemouth have now rejected an offer. The bid itself is totaling to around 13 million, and Bournemouth are still holding out for a bit more. The Norwegian forward is in the final year of his contract with Bournemouth, and it's believed the club would be open to selling him, but that's provided they receive a suitable offer. Juventus have been unable to negotiate the termination of Sami Khedira's contract, and this story is from Tuttosport. The Serie A giants are keen to get the experienced German midfielder off their books, but he remains tied to terms through to the summer of 2021. A few weeks ago he was linked to Paris Saint-Germain, but it looks like that transfer won't be happening now, and they were trying to pretty much do the same thing they did with Matuidi and also Higuain, where they can go on a free transfer, that's despite their contracts running for 1 more year. Another player in a similar situation is Mesut Ozil, and according to the Mirror today, they're saying that Arsenal midfielder is likely to join an MLS side in January. Ozil has not made an appearance after the coronavirus lockdown has ended, and the Gunners are hoping to terminate his contract early, that's to get his wages off the books. Should a deal be reached before January, Ozil could be free to join any team in the world, and North America is a probable destination. There were rumours that he could be off to DC United back in January, but nothing really materialised there. But maybe if they are still interested, as they were in talks, that deal could be on the cards. This next one would have been absolutely ridiculous for FIFA Ultimate Team, and the story is from Marca. They're saying Bayern Munich tried to sign Federico Valverde from Real Madrid, that's as their replacement for Thiago. After offloading the former Barcelona man to Liverpool, Bayern looked towards the Bernabeu star, but neither the player nor the club were willing to consider a deal. And the reason I say it would have been ridiculous for FIFA Ultimate Team is because, as you can see on your screen, his stats, he is absolutely incredible this year. Combine that with the likes of ALABA, Hernandez, Goretzka, and Leroy Sané, for example, he'd have been so good for Lynx. But ultimately he stayed with Real Madrid, and I imagine he will be for the foreseeable future. This next transfer yesterday featured as pretty much a done deal, but it's completely off now. So Mbaye Niang will not be leaving Rennes for Saint Etienne. A move between the Ligue 1 outfits had been mooted for some time, and that's pretty much because they got a deal done on deadline day. He travelled to Saint Etienne and was just waiting for the go-ahead, but now no agreement has been reached and the transfer is off. UPAMECANO and James Tarkowski have been added to the Manchester United list of possible centre-half targets. This story is from The Athletic. The Red Devils failed to add in that area over the summer transfer window, but they're already drawing up plans for the January transfer window. And for UPAMECANO, his release clause of next summer of 40 million, that is an absolute bargain. And as for Tarkowski, he was linked to Leicester City, but Burnley wanted about 40 to 50 million. And you would think that logically UPAMECANO would be the number one target because, like I said just a second ago, his value for money is ridiculous and he's also got such a high potential. He's already so good but has a really high ceiling to improve, could be one of the best centre backs in world football in the next few years. And also his rating on FIFA 21 is an absolute farce. How he's only 79 rated compared to he should be saying 82 and 83, absolute madness. But the next story is from Sport 1. They're saying Real Madrid, Barca and Chelsea, they are among the clubs lining themselves up to sign David Alaba next summer. The versatile Bayern Munich defensive player is out of contract in June, and thus far has refused to sign any new contract or any new extension. That's because they aren't meeting his agent's demands, and because of that he could then hold talks from January onwards regarding a new free transfer. Now obviously he can sign a pre-contract agreement, but no deal is likely to happen until the summer window. And you've got to say, if Alaba does go on a free to either Real Madrid, Barca or Chelsea, what a signing that would be. I keep saying over and over again that he can play a centre-back really well, he can play left-back, central defensive midfield and even centre midfield. Manchester City are ready to replace Sergio Aguero with Erling Haaland, and this story is from Don Ballon. Pep Guardiola's side though will face competition and a challenge from Juventus for the Norwegian international, who has got a release clause in 2022, or though some places saying 2021, which is about 70 million euros. City though, they are willing to pay 100 million to get the deal done next summer. And bear in mind his dad used to play for City for 3 years, so there is a previous connection. And because the clause itself is so low for a player of his ability and also his potential, Dortmund are pretty fully aware that there will be a lot of interest in him. Now whether they can convince him to stay for a few more years we'll have to wait and see, but it's basically a short-term deal in my opinion. And the next story is from Calcio Mercato. They're saying Paris Saint-Germain are still interested in signing Cristiano Ronaldo. The Portugal star, however, intends to see out his contract with the Serie A champions, with the arrival of Andrea Pirlo calming any storm that was brewing, and Juve do not want to sell their star man either. There were all these rumours going about in August when Juventus got knocked out of the Champions League to Lyon, that Ronaldo, he was unhappy at the club and he wanted a new challenge. There was obviously links to Paris Saint-Germain to link up with Neymar and Mbappe, but as of right now, that probably won't be happening. Turns out we have a big update regarding Benrahma and his move to West Ham. So there is a club-to-club agreement now between Brentford and West Ham for the signing. It'll be 30 million including add-ons, and he's likely to undergo a medical on Wednesday. That's after international duty. Now, personal terms haven't been agreed just yet, but it looks like it will be a pretty smooth transition, and the transfer should be going ahead in the next few days. But that, guys, is going to be it for this video. So if you could do that good stuff by leaving a like rating, press the subscribe button, and press the bell notification next to it so you never miss an upload. Yesterday's episode will be down below in the description box, and the current schedule every day at 8 AM UK time, there'll be a new video for you to look forward to. And remember, drop a comment below, I'll try to respond to as many as I can, let me know some video suggestions. So thank you for watching, I'll see you next time.